Hope and Glory is a bit of an autobiographical tale that was released in 1987, and it is quite a fascinating film, too. So, 20, well, almost 30 years later, 30 some years later, after actually, came out Belfast, which is a Kenneth Branagh film. Both are pretty similar to each other in the sense that they're coming of age films about boys in that area, and wars happening. Difference is Hope and Glory. It's not as shocking or as horrific as Belfast, while Belfast is not as well developed and as humane as Hope and Glory is. So take your pick, whichever one. But enough with my tangent. I'm going to talk about Hope and Glory. Hope and Glory, very very nice film, and it is as I said, it's a bit of an autobiographical film. It's done by John Boorman, and he when he wrote and directed the film, he really had a good sense of who's who, and that's all. That's really what I liked about the film. Is it's it's a series of anecdotes, but we also get to really know each person very very well. And sometimes the movie does get sometimes what I like to do is I get on tangents and lose track of things. And that's what happens with this film. That's one of its flaws. Is I wanted the movie to focus a little bit more solely on Bill, who's the main character. Really get inside of his mind because if this was a psychological film, then I thought that would have been overall better. But it is what it is. It's a film about Bill living in England during World War II. And while he's there, he comes of age. He learns about sex, about violence, about swearing, about tragedy. But some of the things he has this melodramatic older sister who's she does a great performance in this. Sometimes the movie loses its focus, and I thought that if we would have zoomed more in on Bill, that it would have been just simply better. Despite the subplots being good, yeah, more Bill. And also I get that the movie is autobiographical, but I also think that the movie should have had more survival cases and showed a little bit more of the horrors of the war. Even though they're not actually on the battlefield or anything, that they should have been more like Belfast in that way, more danger, because war's happening, and just made sense to me. But I don't want to take a whole lot away from the film because the movie is very very well made. It has a good look, very very well acted, and it also is pretty funny because it's through the eyes of a child in England during that time. And even though we don't really get deep inside of Bill's mind, we still get to see enough through his eyes. And that's ultimately what I liked about the film. Is it's all about it's a coming of age film about really good anecdotes, and quite a bit of it is really really nice. Do I think that it achieves a high standard of excellence? No. But what we do end up getting is very, very suitable. I do recommend it to all. I'm going to give Hope and Glory from 1987 3 stars out of 4. Please subscribe.